let's make a final stand. Let's assume that as human content loses ground to automated content, all humans stop creating content. No content is created at all, period. This would potentially present a problem, as RankBrain's power bar will now have no access to fresh information for generating relevant content. How would Google compile articles related to an international conference or a local meeting without receiving any human input? Well, in fact, this is a problem that has already been solved. To begin with, voice-to-text technology gets better every day, and the conference could be automatically downloaded into text format in real time and then used by RankBrain and other algorithms to generate great content. But why not take this a bit farther? Why not translate actual gestures into text? Well, as early as 2012, EnableTalk, a robotic glove, was using flex sensors in the fingers to recognize sign language and convert it into text. Another similar project is Aslan at the University of Antwerp. But the important part to notice as well is that as the price of technology goes down, the technology goes into the mainstream as well. For example, in 2020, UCL patented a cheap version of this type of glove, which they called Wearable ISSA for sign language translation. In yet another demonstration of how written data can be converted to digital, Apixio, a cognitive computing firm operating in healthcare, started by using OCR technology to convert data such as doctor notes, charts, consultants notes, radiology notes, pathology results, and discharge notes from hospital records. Now, anyone who has ever tried to decipher a doctor's note will agree that Apixio software must have been a miracle at the time. Of course, as this technology was finally commodified by AWS and Google Cloud as well, through services like Amazon Comprehend Medical and Google Healthcare, Apixio evolved as well beyond just transcribing data to actually interpreting the data and providing insights to how to best use the data. To quote from their website, AI is only intelligent if it's applied to meaningful problems in the right way. Apixio uses AI to surface actionable insights that improve administrative, clinical, and financial outcomes for healthcare organizations nationwide. Unrelated, AWS and Google Cloud commodify this aspect as well through their AWS and Google Cloud Analytics services, which they then started to break down into use cases for different industries like healthcare, financial, fintech, and so forth. Okay, moving on. Similarly, Amazon Lex already, I quote, provides the advanced deep learning functionalities of automatic speech recognition for converting speech to text and natural language understanding to recognize the intent of the text. Basically, AI understands what you say and what your intent is when you say it. And why not use Amazon Transcribe for transcribing the audio file or video commentary as well? Or even better, why not simply allow AWS Deep Lens to have a look around, listen to the conference, analyze the information it gathers, recognize participants, perform sentiment analysis, relay it back in a text form, and develop predictive models and forecasts. Of course, you may want to process this data in order to gain insights prior to feeding it into content generation algorithm. As we have seen, Amazon Comprehend is one example of an NLP service that uses machine learning to generate insights and relationships in text. So we've got text-to-speech and speech-to-text covered, its analysis, and the intent too. In a nutshell, it is highly realistic to assume that we could get Amazon and Google to listen to a conference, news, and so on, download the audio to text, perform analysis on the text, and run machine learning on it for predicting outcomes. Amazon Recognition, on the other side, will look after your image and video analysis needs. So now, not only do we have comprehensive text analysis, including sentiment analysis, but we can also watch them in the face while they say it too. But as Malcolm Gladwell suggests in his book Talking to Strangers, when looking into the eyes of people to decipher their thoughts, people are highly biased and are not doing too well when compared with machines. So we can conclude that Amazon Recognition is in fact better at providing accurate information and analysis before pushing the data into predictive models for analysis. In addition, Amazon Translate can ensure that inputs from foreign delegates are accurately interpreted. And once the text has been prepared, analyzed, and predictive models were applied to it, why not deploy it in the form of an article or in a video format using AWS's or Google Cloud services? We will conclude our conversation in the next session. Meanwhile, thank you for watching and I will see you soon.